Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. So glad you guys could be here with us today. It's just another great day in Vero Beach. What a beautiful place that we live. It's October. Our weather has been fantastic. It's gone. Cindy, what did you tell me somebody said? It got cool yesterday. Like everybody went to bed on Tuesday night and they woke up Wednesday morning and it was cool. What did they say?
And so this friend of mine said to me, let me get myself on. He says to me, it was so cold, I thought it was going to snow. And I was like, dude, 2 weeks ago you were complaining to me that when are we ever going to turn the air on?
It's only 60 degrees.
Beautiful.
Oh, I know. We had our Dale Sorensen real estate sales meeting that morning, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, you know, the ladies all come rolling. The boots are coming out. I'm like, I knew the boots were coming out. I knew it. And I was like, sweet. Oh, I know. You can't, seriously. Because then by, 2 o'clock or noon, it's, 75. You got to peel it all off. I'm sure.
But here.
And it snowed down in Boca Raton.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, that was really wild.
Cool. Yeah,
that was
very cool.
Yeah, look at that's an hour and a half south of us. So
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah. Well, and it was very popular, and it did not matter. It's cooler out when you see it all cloudy.
It's fall.
It's fall.
Cook some chili.
That's it. I know, right? Mm-hmm. Listen, what's going on around town? It's starting up. Okay, October starts our season, and things start to open up. People are starting to get back to town. Halloween is coming up. So for those of you that enjoy that holiday, there's going to be, they start with the pumpkin patch. That's at the Church of Christ. That's at Route 60 between 33rd and 34th. And that's great. I mean, and it's open all week long. I think it opens this weekend.
Yes, it does.
Today, maybe Thursday. Yeah. It's beautiful. There's hundreds of pumpkins. You can buy a pumpkin there. You can bring your child over there. You can get your pictures taken. Cindy, you could take your dog over there and get a dog picture with a pumpkin.
I need to
do that.
With my cat.
With your cat, too.
I would love it.
You should do that.
Yeah,
I'll go with you and take the
that.
picture.
Yeah.
Although there'd be somebody there. Something I do, and we talked about this last week, the corn maze.
Oh, I love those.
Okay. You want to go this weekend? Will you go with me?
I'll pencil you in.
All right.
Yeah,
let me know. I have to go. Sick. Well, you tell me. Well, I'll call you over the weekend, and then we'll report next week if I actually got her out there. Cocktails,
and we got out
corn
of it.
maze. I know. It's not easy. I mean, it is. No. There is, like I said, I want a big flag so they can find me when I'm out there.
Just scream.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, the other thing is Rivers Fly that goes through over to Riverside Theater. They just do such a great job over there. One of the reasons why when I sell real estate and I talk about lifestyle, we have a theater, we have a museum, we have so many things, art galleries, concerts, just so many things that go on that make our town very unique. And because we are on a small scale, understanding the whole county is only 160,000 people. You have to understand that, right? And city of Vero Beach, people don't realize is only about 17,000 people.
I think that's
in the city limit, so people don't understand because it's all called Vero up and down the island, all around town, unless you're in Sebastian or you're in Fellsmere. So there's a little geographic update for you. For those of you who are new to town, right? We might have a lot of new people in town after this past couple of years of people moving around. It's time to thank Chef Scott Baricchio from Citrus Grill House for our beverage of the day. Today is Sangria. And we have a red and and he does a little bit of brandy in there with some OJ, some fruit juices, a beautiful little garni there, some club soda. It's absolutely delicious. It seemed like the right thing to do. It was a little bit of fall. I was trying to think of what to do.
Fabulous. I think really good. A lot of times they'll do it with, I'm going to say the wrong Calvados, the apple.
Oh,
They'll make
okay.
like an apple spritzer kind of thing. Those are kind
Okay.
of tasty too.
Oh, I don't know
Hint,
that.
hint.
I like that. I like the word Calvados.
Yeah, Calvados.
I
Kind
know.
of peels off your tongue.
Doesn't it? Doesn't really. Okay. Thank you, Chef Scott. You guys, if you're interested, you need to go over to Citrus Grill House. They're located on 1050 Easter Lily Lane. Not that you need the address because it's right there next to Humiston Park. It's directly on the ocean. You need to go by and see it. You go have lunch and dinner Monday to Saturday. Lunch is beautiful out on the ocean. Take your guests out there. It's amazing. And the staff is lovely. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. Thank you, Chef Scott. Love the staff. And I will be there later tonight. But if you go by there and I'm not there, tell them that Lori Davis sent you. So Dale Sorensen Real Estate by the numbers. Year to date, $679 million, 980 transactions, 21% market share. So we ticked up 1% in the last week. Yeah. Next closest did $238 million year to date. That's 2022. 388 transactions and 7.8% market share. So
Not bad.
Not bad.
No.
It's still good,
Yeah.
but it's, you know,
Not Dale
but we're that much.
Sorensen.
It's not Dale Sorensen, right? It's still good numbers. So this is great.
Totally good. Nothing to sneeze at.
Nothing at all. 101 new listings last week. Closed sales. 82 units were closed. The average home sale price was $500,000. So it was really primarily on the mainland.
Yes.
There was only about 5 or 6 that closed on the Barrier Island. Get your home priced right. Get it priced right at the beginning, and then you guys are going to see the market activity that you want to see because it's a little bit different out there now than it was in the past 18 months, which was through the first 6 months of this year and last year. Lifestyle. That's what Vero Beach is all about, and I'm all about eating out as much as possible. Of course, we all know how I feel about Citrus Grill House, but today we have a guest on our show. It's all about restaurants. We have Thomas Miller. He is the Treasure Coast Foodie, also known as the Foodie Guy. He is our guest today. Let's welcome Thomas Miller. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for being here. All right, so you're the foodie. You've got Instagram, right? You got a website. Yep. How did you get in this business?
When I was a kid, I thought I wanted to be a chef.
Okay.
Make food, make people happy. You know, everybody's happy when they're eating food.
Absolutely.
But I discovered how long the hours are and how bad the money is.
Yeah.
So I went into information technology, and I spent 22 years there doing healthcare information technology. But the thought of still wanting to do something with food was always in the back of my mind. And to keep the day job, what could I do? So I discovered blogging. And I was, never the best English student in school. So I'm like, how did I become a writer? But it just,
Cindy.
it just came naturally after a while. And you just kind of learn as you do. Mm-hmm. And I did that on the side for many years while I kept the day job. And it's been about 3.5 years now that I left the day job to do this full time. And this is my full-time job.
It is. Now, when did you get to Vero Beach?
Been here at the end of April 2014, so about 8.5 years.
Okay, yeah. And it's called the Treasure Coast Foodie. So
correct.
You're not just Vero Beach, you're going all the way down to Stewart. Is that?
I kind of use the Melbourne to West Palm Beach areas just because it's easier to identify for people other than Sebastian and Jupiter.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I call it Treasure Coast Extended. And it gives me just a few additional restaurants and some larger cities to cover. Because I live in Vero, the majority of my content right now is Sebastian, Vero, and Fort Pierce.
Yeah.
But we've got a couple new writers that are getting outside of that area for me to help cover more of the Treasure Coast.
That's great. So how do you pick the restaurants that you're going to visit?
What looks good? What are people posting in the foodie groups?
Okay.
We've got 2 large foodie groups. I've been involved with the Vero Beach Foodie Group for many years. Mm-hmm. That's got over 20,000 members. I started my own group called the Treasure Coast Foodie Group. That's got over almost 3,000 members now. So we see what people are posting. What are people eating? Mm-hmm. What looks good?
Yeah.
And just discovery, driving by places.
Right.
One of the most recent discoveries was my wife and I started shopping at Winn-Dixie out in Lakewood Park.
Right.
It's a really great grocery store. It's huge.
Right.
Behind the Rocket Fuel, there was a little restaurant called Kinfo Chicken and Waffles. And we thought, well, let's just try it out. It's one of those, it looks like a hole in the wall on the outside.
Right.
Inside, it's super nice, and the food's delicious.
Yeah.
One of the best breakfasts I've had in a long time.
And what is it called again?
Kinfolk Chicken and Waffles.
Kinfolk, like kin, like family, kin.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And is that the one that's, is it Indrio and...
I believe it's Indrio and Kings Highway.
Kings Highway. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I heard there was a, and I some Asian folks, friends that I know that are from Vietnam, And apparently there's a Chinese or Vietnamese restaurant over there that does Asian food, and they do big trays so whenever they get catered or they have a bunch of family over, they go and get, and I'm thinking, this must be really good. If you guys are going, right, Cindy, to get stuff like that. So I've always wanted to go over there and try it. So if you live in that area, you need to go try it and let me know how it is.
I will.
So now, do you get paid to do this?
Yes, I do make money through advertising on my website.
Okay.
We offer ad slots for people to do that. We do charge for restaurant reviews. I'm a food blogger, not a food critic. So
the difference is
that we're not critiquing the food. When I go into a restaurant, I'm going in to taste. I'm offering them the opportunity to present their best to me. And I write about that and then send that out to my readers through the blog, through Facebook, social media, anything, and we give them the opportunity to see the best that restaurant has to offer, and then they can judge for themselves if they want to go try it.
Okay. And so do they call you, or do you call them and say, hey, I'm interested in your restaurant, or how does that work?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I get people contact me asking, why don't you come by? Or I do reach out, phone calls and whatever else things.
Right. And how many, do you do this, how many a week, or how does it work?
1 to 2 a week, maybe on average. Our family, my mom and dad are here in town, and we go out to dinner with them weekly.
Yeah.
So we are always trying a new restaurant, and they love it because, it's not always the same thing.
Right.
People tend to lean towards the places they like and have had a great meal at and always go back there.
True.
Well, I try to get them out of their comfort zone, and we always try new places. So we're trying to extend ourselves also into the Treasure Coast a little bit more beyond Vero, because we've been to a lot of Vero places. They're fabulous. Yes. But we want to get out and try some additionals.
I agree. And because we always say, my husband and I, we've been here 22 years, everything's either Asian or Italian. There's surely more stuff out there. We know it, but we don't know this little joint behind, chicken and waffles.
Right.
I've never had chicken and waffles, and I should try it sometime. Apparently, it's very, very good. Cindy, have you ever had it?
I have. I like the maple syrup that goes with it.
You do? It sounds like it, because normally I wouldn't do the sweet thing, but it sounds like it would be a good thing to do.
Yeah. The dish was created, I heard a rumor, was for people that worked overnight that were still craving dinner but also wanted breakfast.
Right.
And the savory and sweet together just works well.
It really does. It really does. All right. So what do you do if you go in and they know you're there, you're there, and the experience is horrific?
I've only had 2 times where that's happened, and I will not share where those places are.
I would, no names. No, I did not want that. I'm just saying it's an event that might have happened.
Right. There are occasions where I get a dish that I don't personally like, or there's something wrong with it.
Right.
I'll be the first one to tell the restaurant owner or manager, whoever I'm working with, to let them know that I don't like this. Guess what? If I don't like it, the majority and the chances that you go there and try it, you're not going to like it either.
Right.
So I try I'm trying to build them up and give them information to help them be a better restaurant and produce even better food.
Right. Right. So, well, now sometimes there are special events.
Yes.
Tell us about special events. I think the last time when I met you, you were coming from something, was it the Garage Pizza had something going on. So tell us about these things.
We
events.
do a monthly foodie meetups, and it's just a gathering of people that want to get together and go to a restaurant. You can purchase tickets on my website. A lot of times the tickets are all inclusive. So when you buy the ticket, that usually includes some food, maybe a drink, your tax and tip. So you can really come in there, enjoy the evening, and then, you don't have to write in, a receipt out at the end of the evening. You can just leave at your leisure. But we do that once or twice a month. We do try to balance the cost from like $25 to all the way to $150 for my most expensive. So we try to balance that. But we're also doing wine and charcuterie, tasting events. We've got a level 2 sommelier that works with us now. She's been writing some articles, and she used to do tasting events where she used to live. And she just moved to Vero here in the last year, and I met her at one of the events, and we just kind of hit it off, and she's starting to do events for us. And her name is Lisa Hastings, and she does Hastings Tastings, which is really great. She's very knowledgeable about wine, so we've started that. I've got a couple large events coming up. At the end of every year, I do an awards ceremony called the Golden Fork Awards. I honor the top 10 best dishes I tasted over the last year, and I pick a Chef of the Year and a Restaurant of the Year. Speaking of which, Chef Scott was one of my recipients many years ago when I first started that.
Awesome.
So that was great. And we do a tasting event, and it's usually in the first part of February. We get all the restaurants together. They produce like a smaller tasting portion of what I'm honoring them for, at least if it's possible to produce that at an event like that.
Yeah.
We sell tickets to it. You come in, you get to taste food from all the different restaurants that are being honored, and we do an award ceremony at the end of the evening.
That's very nice. Now, where would you do an event like that?
We're looking at either Walking Tree or earlier this year, actually, because we do it at the first part of the year.
Yep.
It was over at the Elks Lodge. They've got a really great open banquet hall area.
And
It was
good kitchen.
perfect for that. Yes.
Yeah, they got a good kitchen over there.
Yes.
I think that's great. They there is a club that people can join.
Correct.
The Save. What
Called the Savor Club.
Savor Club.
It's
Okay,
basically a diners club. Sorry, basically a diners club that you can join. It costs $5 a month, or if you want to pay for 1 year, you can pay $60. So it's the same cost either way. It's just whether you want a monthly charge or yearly charge.
Yep.
And we've got, I believe, over 80 different restaurants, craft breweries, food trucks, and a couple retail stores in there that you can save money with every single time you visit them.
Okay.
For example, Crab Stop, you can save 15% if you want to eat
That's
at
a
Crab
lot
Stop.
of money.
That's a ton of money.
It's 15%. You know, normally it's like the gratuitous 5%.
Right.
You know, it helps you with paying the tax or whatever. But 15% is a lot of money.
So there's either a percentage discount, a buy one, get one, or a free item with purchase. You know, it varies between the restaurants. But if you become a member and you eat out at least once per week and you utilize the club, you can probably save close to $240 a year on dining out.
Wow.
Isn't that neat, Cindy?
Yeah,
I think that's
idea.
really cool.
Yeah.
And it's an app on your phone. Is that what happens when you join the club?
Correct. There's an app you can download called Treasure Coast Foodie. Download that. It basically repeats what's on the website. You can go to the treasurecoastfoodie.com/Savor Club. It'll tell you all the benefits of being a member. Sign up there, and then you can go and use the discounts. And it's very easy to do that because once you're logged in, we've got a directory of all the restaurants and participating providers.
Yes.
And you go find the one that you want to save or you're at, and you open it up, and there's an image called the deal image that you show the restaurant.
Okay.
And that's only available to those who have subscribed and are logged into the website.
Right.
Otherwise, you don't have that.
Right.
So if you don't show them the image, they just don't offer you the discount.
And that the server knows what you're doing when you show him this image?
The majority of them do, yes.
Okay.
With staff changes, sometimes there's a little confusion, so we always say ask for the manager, ask for the owner if they're there, you know, just to confirm. The majority of them know that they're participating. We don't just throw them on the website and say we're offering a discount.
Right, of course.
Every restaurant and business that's listed in our directory, I've sat down with and talked to them and said, this is the way it works. Are you good with that?
Right.
You know, the majority are, because it does give them some exposure on our website.
That's very cool. Listen, we have to take a break. We have to pay for the show with some commercials. We'll be right back with some real estate and wrap it up with Thomas Miller. See you in a minute.
The kids are back in school and fall sports are in full swing. You're probably finding that the laundry is stacking up a lot faster than ever. Sunshine Laundries is here to help. Hi, it's Tom Rhodes, owner of the Sparkling Clean Sunshine Laundries. We have lots of big load machines, so you can wash more clothes at one time. And our dryers start hot, stay hot, and dry fast. Check us out at sunshinelaundries.com for locations and special coupons and offers. Sunshine Laundries, we clean your clothes, but he cleans your soul.
You can trust Sandpiper Pest Control, serving Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard. Certified by the state of Florida to treat homes, lawns, and termites. Fully licensed and insured. Priced right, effective, and friendly.
Hi, this is Joel, the owner of Sandpiper Pest Control. Sandpiper can solve your pest issues. No contracts to sign, just results.
Call for a free estimate, 772-589-0204. Sandpiper Pest Control, a member of the iTex trading community. Your iTex dollars are welcome.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
Who's got time to clean? When you need it clean, call Germ Wizards LLC. Using the most up-to-date equipment, Germ Wizards pays strict attention to detail. They make dust disappear. Whether you need your office to sparkle, your home to shine, or you want to give someone a great gift, hire the Germ Wizards. It's easy to get a quote online. There's even an online portal to discuss details directly with your cleaning professional. Visit GermWizardsLLC.com. Make dust disappear. with Germ Wizards.
Germ Wizards. I wasn't listening to the commercial, but I'm sure we all need it. Everybody needs it. Thank you. We've got a couple houses here today. One is a condo over here on Beachside on Camellia Lane. This is between A1A and Cardinal Drive, which is where my office is. It's a 1 block off to the beach. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Absolutely beautiful. It's a remodeled. It's a townhouse. The 2 bedrooms are both upstairs. They have balconies looking over. You're in everything of Central Beach. You're in the flower side. You know, you can walk to Hummiston, walk to Citrus, you know, walk to Cravings, walk to Riders. My gosh, you can get to anything that you need. We love it. That's $600,000. Fabulous condo right there in Camellia between A1A and Cardinal Drive. Our next unit that we have is in the Falls. This is the Falls at Grand Harbor. This is a great house. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, just to see what you're going to get. $600,000, but now this one's 2,500 square feet. Absolutely beautiful house. It's all been updated. Concrete block. It's a spacious kitchen. It's beautiful. They got a great lanai. They've got a beautiful view out back. You got a paver driveway. This is just beautiful. And this was built in 2006, but it's an amazing property. It's listed for $600,000. If you're interested in buying or selling real estate, you know what to do. Call me, Lori Davis, at 772-538-1828, and I will be your realtor for life. You can also go to my website, LoriTDavis.com. You can leave me a note there or check it out. Just look around and see what's going on in real estate and leave me a note. Back to Thomas Miller. We've got the Foodie in town. We got Treasure Coast Foodie. Okay, so tell me again, how do people join the club? Because I think that's the key, right, for you and for others that want to enjoy what it is you're offering.
TreasureCoastFoodie.com/Savor Club is where you can go sign up. If you want to look at the restaurants beforehand, there's a link there as well. You can go see what discounts are offered. You don't have to be a member. Just visit the restaurant that you're interested in, click to open, and then go down. It'll tell you what the discount is. But you do need to be a member in order to use the discounts.
Right, exactly. And how many members do you have locally? We were talking about that.
About 200 members currently right now. So they get a special discounts when they come to our events. So we automatically discount that stuff for the members. We give them some additional value. Of course, we have our mobile apps for both Apple and Android phones, and they get waitlist priority because during season, a lot of our events sell out very quickly. The quickest one we ever had was 6 minutes.
Really?
So it went super fast. So if you're, you want to get on the waiting list for some of these, high-profile events that they're very exclusive.
Right.
Being a member will put you at the top of that list. So there's some definite membership benefits beyond just getting discounts.
Sure. And so are you notified that these things are coming up, or do you have to then be on your social media to find them?
Social media is a great place, but that's kind of the last place. Email newsletter, go to our website, sign up for the newsletter. Yeah. We also have the mobile app, as I mentioned. We have push notifications, so we'll send you like a text message when tickets go on sale or any other special deals that actually come up.
I need stuff like that because I need a little extra push because I'm not always, I'm out showing property, it could be for 3 hours or 4 hours and I'm not even sold out in 6 minutes. And I just didn't even look at my phone. Looking at my phone, but I didn't get to my email or my social media, if I'm with clients. So anyway, all right. So what do people need to know? Anything to wrap up? Just tell us. We've got 1 minute to go.
Right.
Savor. S-A-V-O-U-R?
S-A-V-O-R. Like savor the food.
Savor the food. Okay. Because people are going to go S-A-V-E-R and they're not going to be able to find it. Right. S-A-V-O-R. Okay. Very good. Well, thanks for coming. I really appreciate you being here. There's so much to talk about. What's the, so recently, where are you going this week? Where did you go?
I actually worked on an article. If people don't know, I also write for Visit Indian River County Chamber of Commerce. I've been doing that for 2.5 years. I am their foodie insider.
Okay.
We worked on an article called Off the Eaten Path. And I visited some restaurants on Tuesday. They're not common to most people.
Right.
I went to Garcia's in Fellsmere. I went over to Vargas.
Yep.
And then I visited Flat Dog Diner over near the airport. So that'll be coming out in the article next week if you want to read more about it.
That's great. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We appreciate your time. Have a great day. Be safe, and we'll talk to you next week. Go out and eat some good food. Bye-bye.